Manchester United then have just lost to Sunderland, 2-1. I thought we were going to win that game, but really, really shit from Manchester United. I think Sunderland thoroughly deserved to win the match. They've played really well today. They're right down the bottom of the Premier League. And it's another real kick in the teeth for Manchester United. And that top four place that we're looking for has now completely gone. There's just no chance of getting that top four place now for me. If we don't get that Europa League spot, then in the Europa League, we will not get the top four. It is a Champions League spot. It's that simple, to be honest. Really, really poor. We've let a sloppy defensive goal in straight from a free kick in the first half, straight almost from the kickoff, and that was terrible defending from Manchester United. Should have definitely done a lot better there. David De Gea couldn't really do a lot about that one, to be honest. And we've come back into it in the first half. We've had an injury to Darmian, which was disappointing because Love's had to come on and is young and inexperienced, which is disappointing that we've had to bring another young, inexperienced fullback onto the pitch. But, you know, it's had to happen, and hope Darmian's not out for too long, because I don't know if Love will be able to play very well in the Manchester United team, because he's only young and inexperienced, and I don't know, Varella's out injured as well, so it's disappointing with the fullbacks there. But the league has just got to be totally taken away now. We can't worry about the Premier League anymore. We've got to worry about the cups, because we have been absolutely shocking again, as we have been all season in the Premier League. Pretty much every week we've been absolutely shocking, and that was no different today against one of the worst teams in the Premier League. You can't say it was against a top team at all. And to be honest, Sunderland had the better chances. David Hayes had to pull off a couple of good saves. The only couple of chances that Sunderland's keepers had to pull off, one he messed up, and Martial tapped in very well tapped in the rebound. And that's the only positive for me today, is that Martial's got back along the score sheet, because he's looking like an absolute quality player for Manchester United. And hopefully we can hang on to him and keep him in the Manchester United team, because besides him and David Gea, and if David Gea goes, he's the only player that I can see being world class in this team in the coming years, because I don't know, but this is really, really poor, and this has just got to be the end for Louis van Gaal now. It's just absolutely fucking dog shit. Week after week, we've seen shit, and then we see a couple of okay performances against teams that have been absolute dog shit lately as well, Derby and Stoke, and everyone thinks we're back, but there's no way that Manchester United are back at all. It was just the odd couple of games, and very, very disappointing. Now we've got a couple of easier games coming up next, but to be honest, really am pissed off with that, because that was a chance to close the gap. If we had any slim chance of getting into that top four, that was the chance today, because Tottenham and Manchester City are playing tomorrow, and I don't know what's going to happen with that one. But to be honest, I would probably sooner Tottenham win, but I don't really give a shit now. As long as Leicester win the league, I'll be happy with that, to be honest, because this has been a complete write-off. And personally, I think that we should just sack Louis van Gaal after this performance, because I just don't know where he's taking Manchester United. You know, he spent nearly £300 million, and we are worse this season than we were last season. You know, we've had a horrible December. January's been a little bit better, and now we have this horseshit result. It's just absolutely terrible, to be honest. God knows where oh, God. I just don't know what's going on, to be honest. I mean, it is very, very disappointing. And the second half, when Sunderland got that goal late on, it looked to me as though it's petering out for a draw, but Sunderland have again, like in some games, Southampton, we've let a stupid goal in late on. Against Chelsea, we've let a late goal in, which has really been disappointing. And again, today we've let a late goal in, which has been given as a David De Gea own goal. It's just squirmed in under his body, which is disappointing. But I don't think we're personally good enough at defence at all. Doesn't help that we've got two young fullbacks. I know Cameron Borthwick-Jackson's done a decent job, but we really do need some experience at fullbacks. with this running we had to try and help us through the race for that 4th spot. But it was unfortunate that Darmian got injured, but with no real cover on the defence, it's disappointing. I mean, you look at a player that he's got rid of, Raphael, who's vastly experienced, and he could have been in that team today, which is very, very disappointing that he's not there anymore. An absolute horseshit, to be honest, for me. But it'd be great to let me know your thoughts on the situation today. Who was your man of the match? I'm not going to even give a man of the match because I'm so fucking annoyed with this. Yet another dog shit performance from Manchester United. Anything other than a victory today, hook or by crook, would have been terrible. Even a draw would have been absolutely dog shit, considering the position we've left ourselves in that race for the 4th spot. But we haven't even got the draw, so really, really disappointed. I think Sunderland were worthy of the victory today. I'm not taking anything away from them. There was a few fouls which could have gone either way. There's a lot of yellow cards, but not taking anything away. They've nicked the game 2-1, and you can't really argue with that. So let me know your thoughts. Where do we go from here? Shall we now rest players in the Premier League for them crucial games in the FA Cup and Europa League? Because that's personally what I would do now. I'll rest the players for them games because we've got really literally nothing to play for in the Premier League apart from pride. So I'd probably rest Martial in a few games from here on in, so that we can get them some positive results in the FA Cup and the Europa League, and maybe miraculously win one of them, which I can't see for the life of me that we're going to win either of them cups the way we've been playing all season, because there's some difficult teams in both competitions. But, Louis van Gaal has to go, really. If I wake up on Monday morning and Louis van Gaal has been sacked, I'll be fairly happy with that. Giggs, give it to Giggs till the end of the season. He could not do any worse than how it's going at the moment for Manchester United. We're not going to finish in the top 4, so that's completely out of the question. And, the Europa League, what have we got to lose? I mean, there's Napoli, who are top of the Italian league. There's Borussia Dortmund, who are second in the Bundesliga, have actually outscored a really quality Bayern Munich side in the league, in the Bundesliga so far. So that's 2 teams that could potentially probably should be higher odds on to win the Europa League than Manchester United. So I personally don't think, unless we get a favourite draw in that, we're not even favourites to win that. So I think it looks almost inevitable that we're not going to make the Champions League next season anyway. Just get rid of him now, bring in Giggs till the end of the season, and then bring in Jose Mourinho at the end of the season. Hopefully then he can sort this mess out in the summer, get rid of the players that need to come out the team, because there are a few players that do need to definitely leave Manchester United. And obviously there's players that need to come in. So hopefully that can be addressed in the summer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching, and talk to you all again soon. See you, guys.